here is the finished product of this look. I tried to do a deep gash, and this is special effects makeup. So I created this look using my Mehron Sin Wax, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm trying to get a close-up so you guys can really see the details in this look that I created here, and I tried to blend it really well, but I feel like I could have tried to blend it so where it lays a little bit more flush and it's not so raised on the skin, so it's not so noticeable. So this is a finished look. This is Special Effects Halloween makeup. So I'm starting off with this Mehron Spirit Gum. So this is the Spirit Gum that I'm going to be using. This is basically an adhesive for the Mehron Sin Wax to adhere to. So I'm going to be applying this Spirit Gum all over the areas where I'm going to be placing my Sin Wax to create that prosthetic nose that I'm going to be achieving in this video. And I'm just going in with that same brush from that Spirit Gum. Again, this is by Mehron, and this is the adhesive you apply before you apply the Sin Wax. So this is the Mehron Sin Wax right here. I'm going to be using this metal spatula. It is double-sided, so I did like that about this one. So what I like to do, I'd like to use one end, and I'd like to dig the product out of that jar with that, because when it is in the jar, it is hard, but when you do take it out, it does become when it warms up in between your hands, it becomes moldable. As you can see, I am just warming it up in my hand, and I'm just flattening it out and getting it and trying to shape and mold it to the shape that I want it to be. And then I'm going to be placing that straight on top of wherever I place my Spirit Gum. I'm going to be placing my Sin Wax directly on top, and this is just some Vaseline that I put inside of a small jar, because when you are working with the Sin Wax, this wax is very sticky, so I like to apply some Vaseline to my fingertips when I am trying to blend and mold the Sin Wax, again because it's sticky and I don't want it to stick to my hand, but I do want to try to press that Sin Wax into my skin to try to make it blend as much as possible. So I do like to go over the same areas, and just, again, I wanted to smooth it out because it's not like a clay texture. I'm not really sure how to explain the texture of this, but it is moldable. As you can see, I am trying to smooth it out, and I am trying to thin out those edges of this Sin Wax that I did put on my nose. I'm trying to smooth it out and press it into my skin as much as possible, just to lay it down and to help it blend a lot more. So as you can see, I'm just continuing to blend. I'm continuing to press it down as I am blending. I'm not only blending the edges, I'm trying to mold it to the shape of my nose as well. Because I noticed that when I try to mold it to my actual nose shape, that it helps it to lay down a lot better as well. So I'm just taking that same metal spatula, and I'm using that to create a slit into this prosthetic nose that I created. I'm just using the end of that spatula just to create a slit, like I said, and to create a space. And this is where we're going to create that that gash, that slit, that cut within this nose in this area here. So what I'm trying to do is I was trying to just mold it into where I want it to be, cut that slit down, and kind of see if I can open it up. So this is liquid latex that I'm using now. So what I like to do after I finish molding my Sin Wax, I do like to apply a thin layer of my liquid latex on top of it, because again, the Sin Wax is very tacky to the touch, even though I did put some Vaseline on my fingers when I was molding it down. But when I put the liquid latex on top, it helps it to stay in place, and it's not going to move around. It's going to just stay in that area. So I like to apply a thin layer of that liquid latex on top of my Sin Wax. and I'm not trying to apply it to the skin around the prosthetic that I created for the nose. I'm just trying to just place it on top of the Sin Wax only, basically. And within that slit that I made there also, I am going to make sure that I also apply my liquid latex in between that cut that I created as well, because again, I want this prosthetic to stay put. I don't want it to move, and when I do start applying my makeup to it, I want everything to settle and be stable, basically. So this is my Airspun setting powder. This is in translucent, and I am using this powder puff to apply my setting powder to this nose, and I'm going in with my Fit Me. I'm going in with the Fit Me foundation, and this is in the color 360. So I'm going in with my color foundation because, as you can see, that Sin Wax is not the color of my skin, so I wanted to apply my foundation color to blend that prosthetic nose that I created and to make it blend with my skin tone. And I am using a Real Technique beauty blender to apply that foundation to my face, and I am going to be applying a thin layer of this Maybelline Fit Me foundation all over my face because I did want a light coverage. I didn't want anything too full coverage because this look it's not going, you know, as you can see, it's a special effects makeup. It's not glam or anything like that, so I wasn't worried about that coverage being too much of a full coverage. I just wanted a light cover just so I can say that I have a base of that foundation which matches the nose, the prosthetic nose that I have created here. So I'm going in with this face paint, and it's from Athena. That is the name brand of this face paint, and I'm going in with that red shade first, and I'm just taking a small thin brush, and I'm just applying some of that red face paint to it, and I'm just going within that cut, and I'm just going in the cut with the red paint because I wanted to go in with the red paint because I wanted to give it a fresh blood look and make it look like a fresh cut. So that's why I'm going in with that red shade first, and now I'm going back into that face paint palette, and I'm going in with that black shade. Now when I did apply that black shade, I didn't want to apply too much of this black because I didn't want it to overtake the red, so I did apply a thin layer of that black face paint to this cut here, and I just wanted to give it to kind of make it, trying to imitate like an old scab, old cut. That's what I was trying to mimic with that. So this is my fake blood that I'm going to be using, and this is a silicone brush that I'm going to be using. I believe I got this from BH Cosmetics, this silicone brush, and I'm going to be using that to dip into my fake blood that I had there, and I am going to be applying that fake blood inside of that cut with that silicone brush. I like to use a silicone brush when I'm using my liquid latex or my fake blood because it's easy to clean, basically. So I'm just giving you guys a close-up to see how this looks. This is also fake blood, but as you can see, this is a thicker texture of blood. It mimics kind of like blood clots or just thick blood. So I just wanted to add some of that because I didn't just want the regular fake blood by itself. I wanted to give this wound to make it look kind of like realistic as possible. So that's why I'm going in with this fake blood. This some people call it coagulated blood because it's a thick blood basically, and it's not like the regular thin blood as if you got a fresh cut. So I thought that added a lot of texture to my prosthetic as well, so that's why I was going in, putting that blood inside of the cut, and also the surrounding areas around the cut, because if there is a cut, you know, it's not going to be just in that one area. It is going to be bloody around that cut as well. So I was trying to put some of that blood on the outside of the cut and on top of that cut as well. So now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking my tweezers and I'm going to be going in and I'm going to be adding staples to my prosthetics. So these are the staples that I'm going to be using, and I'm not sure exactly how many I use for this video, but I wanted them to be spaced a little bit, not too close up on each other, and I am just using my tweezers to apply the the tweezers, excuse me, to apply the staples to my nose. So being that I did apply that prosthetic onto my face, when I do place the staples on top of my prosthetic, it is just resting inside of that sin wax that I did put up there to build that nose. So it's not actually touching my skin at all. It is only touching the sin wax. So it's going straight into that sin wax, and again, I cannot feel this because I made a prosthetic nose to cover my nose, so that area. So now I'm going in with this black eyeshadow with the eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to be going in with that, and I'm going to be creating these thick black circles around my eyes, because I was thinking about it, like if you have any trauma to the face, you do form some type of trauma on other areas of the face as far as darkening and bruising and things like that. So that's why I wanted to create with that dark black eyeshadow. That's why I created that and put it there, and then I am just going to be blending it in lightly with that eyeshadow blush. And as you can see with the stitches on my nose, I didn't go all the way down with the stitches. I just wanted to make it look like you know, kind of real. So that's what I was trying to achieve. So I'm going in with that same face paint, and I'm just dabbing into that red, and I'm just going to be putting some of that red to mimic bruising on my eyes and underneath my eyes. And I'm just patting at it with my finger because I didn't want that color to be too heavy. Just wanted to show slightly as if it was like a bruise in the black eye. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section. Here's a close-up of my prosthetic nose with the slit inside of it. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification so you're notified when I upload my new videos here on this channel. I really like how this came out. Let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below. Or if you want me to create another look for Halloween, let me know in that comment section down below as well. I'll be sure to make a dedicated video to whatever special effects or Halloween makeup looks you guys are interested in. And don't forget to connect with me on my social media platforms and check out some of my other videos I have. Bye.